What's good, fam, baby? We is back outside. But hey, man, we got a little bit of work to do today. Just a little bit. I'm already at the pickup location, fam. Believe it or not, I'm already loaded. But unlike normal, when you see the load coming on, you're not gonna see it because it wasn't nothing for me to record. So I'm at a plant and I'm in Deer Park, Texas. Needed a truck to get on there, but the gentleman was like, I'll just meet you at the gate. I'm like, okay, you gonna escort me? I'm just gonna, so you ain't gotta come all the way back in, we ain't gotta do all that stuff, make it easy, I'm just gonna bring it to you. So he gave me the load. Literally, already handed me the load. Just look for yourself. This is the load. I'm already loaded. The stuff they pay for. That right here has to go 440 miles because I'm in Deer Park, Texas, and it has to go to Little Rock, Arkansas. It don't got to be that to tomorrow, but got a little bit of work to do. But we're not done, baby. I got to slide up the road. 6.5 miles. We got to get baby bags in the middle. We got to collect all the bags. So just give me a second. I got to slide 6.5 miles up the road on over to Pasadena. I'm telling you, we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, let me get up the road because I got to go get another load to go with this load. Even though this load is what it's paying, they paying for, when y'all find out what they paid to ship that, it'll make sense later. Let me slide up the road, but you just ain't going to see that load get loaded because we already loaded. Give me a second. I'll tap back in with you, fam.
Safety belt, click, mind on alert. Ain't no delivery worth me getting hurt. I scanned every lane, I read every sign. Patience keeps me safe every time. I don't race traffic, I don't chase speed. I move with wisdom, that's all I need. Cause home is the goal at the end of the night. And I choose caution over being right. Safety first, always home. No matter how long the road I roam. God's hand steady on the wheel.
All right, fam, we got the second load in this thing. We got that second load in this thing. We're over in Pasadena. We just went around the corner. I told y'all that. And now we're about to slide 194 miles to Round Rock. Yeah, Round Rock, Texas. Over there by Austin. Ain't nothing to it. We're going to get this thing up out of here. Then I say we're going to slide on to Arkansas, but if we can find something else to go with it, I'm with it. Because right now we got the two. We not doubled up. That Texas double up. But hey, I can't keep talking. Let me go and slide up out of here so I can save some of this time of the day and see if we get blessed with another one. I ain't going to be too greedy, but sometimes I'm a little greedy. Just a little. But let me go ahead, baby. 194 miles. Let's go and knock this out. Let's get to it.
Angels are signed on every street, and safety first. Cause home is where I am, my world. Yeah, tires check, lights shining bright. No blind spots catch me by surprise tonight. If the vibe feels off, I pause, I wait. A late delivery is better than fate. I trust the signs, I trust my gut. I don't force nothing when the road feels cut. Cause Lord before me, keep trouble behind. Surround me with peace, protect my mind. Ooh, I move with care, so I always return. Safety ain't boring, it's wisdom you learn. Safety first, always home. No matter how long the road. God's steady on the wheel with me. Angels are signed on every street.
All right, fam, let's get this stuff dropped off.
Turn right into the parking lot.
Amazing magnets. This GPS be yelling at me for no reason, but yeah, let's get this on out of here and I'm gonna tap back in with you. Give me a second. We gotta get these crates out of here, baby.
Cause home is where I am, my world. Safety first, always home. No matter how long the road. God's steady on the wheel with me. Angels are signed on every street.
Lightweight. It just seems like it.
Safety belt, click, mind on alert. Ain't no delivery worth me getting hurt. I scanned every lane, I read every sign. Patience keeps me safe every time. I don't race traffic, I don't chase speed. I move with wisdom.
All right, fam, let's continue the truck along. Now we got to get on up out of here, baby, and slide over to Little Rock, Arkansas. Man, nothing to it but to do it. So let's go ahead, strap this thing in, and it got me sliding through Dallas too. Man, that Dallas traffic, please don't let it be bad. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, well, it is what it is. We know what's going to happen. It's Dallas traffic. That's the way it got me going. So let's go ahead and slide up out of here and smooth sailing. We already prayed about it, so we know we good either way it go. It's just we got to fight the traffic. Oh, well, go on, kid. Continue to ride with your boy. I got you. Just ride with me.
Cause home is the goal at the end of the night. And I choose caution over being right. Safety first, always home. No matter how long the road I roam. God's hand steady on the wheel with me. Angels assigned on every street. And safety first. Cause home is where I am, my world. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, tires checked, lights shining bright. No blind spots catch me by surprise tonight. If the vibe feels off, I pause, I wait. A late delivery is better than fate. I trust the signs, I trust my gut. I don't force nothing when the road feels cut. Cause Lord before me, keep trouble behind. Surround me with peace, protect my mind. Ooh, I move with care, so I always return. Safety ain't boring, it's wisdom you learn. Safety first, always home. No matter how long the road.
All right, fam, let's get this stuff up out of here.
Right.
It ain't really nothing. You know, it's them two little jar containers. I'm going to get this out of here. Then we got to run to the other spot to pick up another load. And then we going to talk. Let me get all this morning going. But by the way, good morning, sunshine. Let me get this morning going, and then I'm going to chat back in with you. Let's get this out of here first. All right, fam, we finito, baby. It wasn't, you seen when I loaded it. It wasn't nothing to show you taking it off. I'm talking about I literally set the two things on top of my clipboard and walked inside, handed it to them. They signed the paper. We was done. We finito. And that completes that Texas double up, baby. It completes it. Let's talk about these numbers right quick. So, you know, well, it's the first load, but the second load because I picked it up first and dropped it off. So let's go in reverse order. So, no, let's do it the right way. We picked up in Deer Park. And we were going to Austin, Little Rock, Arkansas. Obviously, I'm already messing it up. We picked up in Deer Park, going to Little Rock, Arkansas. That was 440 miles. Then we drove 6 miles over to Pasadena. That went from Pasadena to Austin. Round Rock, but Austin. So that was, I'm looking at my phone, so y'all wonder why I'm looking down. I'm getting my numbers, because it's multiple numbers. I don't want to mess it up. So from Pasadena to Round Rock was 194 miles. They paid your boy the $300, the $1.54 a mile. Yep. Yeah. And then them two little things that was from Deer Park, that was coming up here, all the way up here to Arkansas, Little Rock, they paid $500 for that 440. Now, it didn't start at $500. It didn't. I'm talking about he was trying to just give them things, put it partial into somebody's seat, and I'm like, I saw the load on there, and it was like 20 pounds. Like, what is 20 pounds? So I had to call and ask, trying to figure out what it is. And he told me what it was, and I was like, yeah. He was like, after we went back and forth, I started at $500 because I saw 440. Normally $4.50 $1 a mile, but I always tell you, shoot high. I knew when he explained what it was, I was like, I don't know what, I understood and I can hear it in his voice. This is all a talking thing. When we talked about, I can tell somebody smiling through the phone when they talking. Well, you can hear it in people's voice. You get what I'm saying? When people sad, angry, all that stuff. And I was like, he's not really budging. So I got the 500, and after we got him down, he got me the 450, and I was getting him up, and then we met in the middle, and I got him to 450, just because I got him to 400, he was like, no, I got him to 450, and then he mentioned Twitch. I was like, hey man, I hate doing that. I say, but that Twitch is extra $50. He said, really? I was like, hey, the Twix, them certifications, all that stuff, everybody don't got that. I was like, so it costs a little more to do that stuff, because now I got to enter places and secure places, and we got blessed this time, the gentleman, because it was just 2 containers, he brought it to me. But yeah, that's how we got the 500. But either way, it was total 800. But I knew that, because I already had the first load, I already had that load booked, and I knew, I'm like, that ain't too bad. I said, I can drop off in Austin and just slide on up to Arkansas. Or I can go to the house, chill out, and leave in the middle of the night for some night riding. You know how we get down. And then just bounce back. But the big guy was like, nah, he was in my head. He said, just keep rolling. I said, all right, I'm going to keep rolling. Which I'm glad I did, because the blessing I ran across my list. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Squirrel. I'm sorry, fam. This is just who I am. I can't help it. I can only be me. So, yeah. Anyway, because we left from Round Rock, Austin, to go to Arkansas, Little Rock, I was like, that's going to be a little bit more. And I had already, while I'm talking to him, I'm punching the numbers in. He don't know this. Obviously, I'm looking on the other phone. I'm putting the numbers in. Like, I didn't have all the zip codes, but I knew I was going to Little Rock. I'm like, that's 490. I was like, I got to get him to the 500, because I need him to cover that load going up there. So when he said Twix, because I got him to 450, and I was about to say, yeah, okay, I know it's about 4. I didn't know it was 490 exactly. It was coming up in the phone, because I was just doing from Round Rock to Little Rock. And it was coming up in the phone, it's like 497 or something like that. And I'm like, I'm already at 450. I'm like, do I throw the load away for $47? No. I told you, BG, don't do that. I don't. That $47 won't make a difference in the gas that I'm driving. I get it. I understand you don't want to do it all the time, because if you make it a habit, then it affects it long term. But for this small little piece, I was like, but when he said that word Twix, yes, get him back to 500, because that's what I needed for my numbers to stay at that dollar amount. It still would have been over $1 if I would have took it, because you got to think, $300 to go 194 was already $1.54. So I was already going to be above $1. But still, it totaled out to 699 miles. That's the 194 plus the 490 and all that, plus the, did I do that right? 499, yeah, plus the 6 miles. I added the 6 miles in for you. I didn't forget about it. Plus the 6 miles that we deadheaded between Deer Park and Pasadena. So that came to the $699, $800 for 699 miles. Still came out to the $1.15 a mile. But the whole point I want you to understand is you need to negotiate according to your needs. I knew I already had that load. I knew I wanted this one, because I didn't know what it was. He just kept saying a small box that can sit in the front seat. I didn't know it was going to be them 2 little cylinders. So I knew if I wanted to add that on to the second load, I needed a certain number. So even if it was just the 1 load, remember we talked about this in another video. When I told you what I saw when I was out east, in in Atlanta and all that stuff, and I'm like, nah, that going rate, my number need to be 200 for me to walk out that door, unless it's some real simple like around the corner for 175. But if I gotta go do any extra stuff, 200 out the gate. That's what we start with. For me, that's my number. Y'all got your own numbers. I ain't knocking y'all. And then we start tacking on based off of where it's going, mileage and all that. But the local stuff, like real central local, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 miles, 200 is out the gate. That's my number. My number. But whenever you're doing other stuff, add-ons, doing whatever it may be, you need to negotiating according to your needs. That's why I always tell you, know your number. That's why I just told you in the last video, which I did sitting right here, when I was like, hey, this is how I come up with what my rates are. You need to know your rates. So like, for example, as soon as he said Twix, I said $50. It wasn't no thinking. So the broker, that's how I can tell you smile on the phone, you look mad on the phone, you can hear the tone. When you say something with a little bit of assertion behind it, that tells the person, hey, this person knows what they're talking about. As soon as he said Twix, I said, yeah, that's another $50. Anytime the Twix comes out, because then I started saying stuff like certifications, Twix, handling, like naming stuff. Oh, this is because you're running a business. Your business has prices. You can't say your prices, I get it. Your prices are dictated off the market and all that. But still, as a business, you have prices for your services as well. So when you start doing those services, that's why that last video when I was telling you about how to come up with your rates, that's why you're able to do that. So negotiate according to the number you need, not the number I say, not the number somebody in the comments on another platform, TikTok, YouTube, not some other content creators. No matter what they're doing, even if it sounds amazing, understand your numbers, because you need to negotiate according to your numbers. And if you don't know your numbers, then you can't negotiate. Like, if you don't know your CPM, if you don't know your COL, if you don't know what it costs for your services for Twig or change 9 or 10, because change 9 is when change 10, that's another video. If you don't know, like, if you gotta do anything like taping labels or go print stuff and whatever it may be, for if you need a overnight hold or a weekend hold, if you don't know your numbers, then you can't negotiate, because you need to know them so you can negotiate according to your needs. That's all I wanted to tell you, fam, because we finished. We already finna roll. I got the Friday pick, because you know I'm up here. Y'all know I ended up in Little Rock, Arkansas, so I got to get out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Where I'm going, yeah, you might already seen the reel. By the time you watch this video, you might have seen the reel. If not, you need to go watch the reel. Then you'll know where I'm going. But you already know I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I got to get up out of here because I already got the Friday pickup. Y'all know your boy be having receipts, but I gonna show y'all. I know y'all so nosy, but I love y'all, so I'm gonna show the love. Oh man, you can't barely even see that thing. It's funny, I'm showing y'all the Friday pickup, Monday drop off, because that's another thing. People always be like, man, do you really need the big one? The big van? I always see you with small loads. I don't know what videos you've catch and caught. Yes, there are a lot of small loads, but we have filled this van up a few times. This is one of them times. It's 3 boxes back there, 3 pallets. This thing full. It ain't that heavy. It ain't but like 1,700 pounds, but across the 3. But hey, that's the Friday pickup, Monday drop off. And we negotiated amazing on that one. Cause I told y'all this last video, it sounds crazy. I promise you, it does sound crazy. But as you start to learn, especially if you keep rocking with your boy BG, because I'm sharing what I'm picking up as I'm picking it up, and I'm putting it down, and I'm hoping you picking up what I put down, and you go handle business, whatever. But yeah, that's that load right there. That might be that load that say Merry Christmas in the year. I ain't decided yet. It ain't even my decision. You know, big man decide. I just go how he tell me to go. But that load there, yeah, that Friday pickup, Monday drop off. Merry Christmas to all. Well, y'all don't get none of the money. To me. Let me stop, fam. Let me get up out of here. You know your boy fool. I'll scroll in a minute. But hey, that's the end of this video, fam. I just want you to know your rates so you can know how to negotiate according to your needs. So yeah, let me get to rolling, fam, because I'm finna go to the highs. That don't mean this load dropping off in Houston. I ain't telling y'all where it's dropping. Well, you already know. You probably watched the reel. Just know I'm finna go to the highs and chill and drop this thing off on Monday. But I gotta get up out of here. I can't sit here and talk to you all day long. I gotta make the intro for that video too. That's why I tell you, your boy be moving. I still ain't made the intro for that load. Well, let me go ahead and get over here with y'all so I can make that intro. So I don't know if this video gonna come out before the live or after the live. It don't matter. So until the next video or to the next live, you already know what I want you to, besides be safe. Until the next video or to the next live, you already know what I want you to do. Y'all stay blessed.